Guys, it is a cook and a coach podcast.
I'm Kenny, I'm the cook.
Baeza, I'm the coach. Welcome back, everyone.
We're in the studio.
We're in the studio.
We're in the motherfucking studio.
AKA Ken's couch in his studio apartment.
Yes.
It's a studio, though.
It is a studio.
This is a studio apartment.
It's a studio apartment that I've made into a studio like 2 times over.
Yeah.
We got the sound panels, but probably out of the shot, but they're on my Instagram if you want to see those. It is good enough to record an EP in. It's good enough to record a podcast.
I couldn't agree more.
Dude, salute, bro.
Salute.
To a new era.
We were doing shots of Buffalo Trace, but we want to keep it clean on this channel.
Yes.
Unlike the last few episodes.
I was going to say, no, we don't, but we just aren't doing the shots on here. 2 shots deep each of us, Buffalo Trace. It was good.
It was good. It's solid.
A little smoky.
It goes down very smooth. I'm a big fan.
But smooth, very smooth.
Yeah,
it's not overpowering.
It's very, very good.
I should get closer to my mic. Dude, yeah, this is great, man. We just watched the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, which looked insane.
There is a piece of me that's a little disappointed because I wanted to see the other 2 Spider-Men be in it because they're supposed to be in the movie.
I know. So this is the thing. Like, if you haven't been following the Spider-Man thing, so apparently they're trying to get all 3 of the Spider-Men.
I thought it was confirmed.
Well, I mean, I think it is. Is it confirmed?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, that would be sick.
Because
that's what I've been hearing is like rumors. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off. But they had the newspaper guy. What's his name?
Jonah J. Jameson.
Yeah,
is that his name? Yeah.
Parker. Yeah. The guy who's in Whiplash.
Yeah.
The bald guy. Dude, yeah, literally just the bald guy Spider-Man. So we heard his voice at the beginning.
Yeah.
We saw the Green Goblin bomb. We saw Doc Ock
saw Doc Ock.
The beautiful Zendaya.
And you also heard Doctor Strange refer to the multiverse.
Yes. Yeah. So
I mean,
in theory, the different Spider-Man like timelines will collide or something like that. Maybe.
I think that's what's going to happen.
Something like I think honestly the best Spider-Man. I think we've talked about this, but the best Spider-Man is Into the Spider-Verse. I think that's the best one they've ever made. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Dude, it's the best one. There have been really good ones, but I think that's the best one.
Far From Home is so good. I think storyline wise, it is hard to beat Into the Spider-Verse. It's just so airtight, like just storytelling, just character development, just like story arc. It's so solid. You can't beat it. And the animation's out of this world.
Yeah, that's true.
Great soundtrack.
Wait, do you think that Far From Home is the best Spider-Man? That's like not animated.
It was my favorite. I wasn't animated.
Interesting.
My personal favorite.
Interesting.
I can see why
my favorite would be.
I can see why other people wouldn't see it that way, but in my opinion, that's the best.
That's the one with Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like that one that much, to be honest.
He was a crappy villain, but I love the story arc of Peter Parker and his friend and the MJ relationship. I love that arc a lot.
Yeah.
I just loved it for some reason. So
I liked. It reminded me of like we both have done this like choir trips in like high school. It gave me that vibe, which I really
definitely
liked.
I liked the relationship between Tony and Spider-Man. I thought that was really cool to see because like I think Tony craved a son type relationship in some capacity, but never had that. And then likewise, I mean, Peter Parker craved that father mentorship in some way. He looked up to Tony in a lot of ways. So it's kind of like a symbiotic relationship that was really interesting to watch and navigate because there's lots of external factors that really put strain on that relationship.
Yeah.
So I get that, Jake Gyllenhaal wasn't the best villain. I mean, he kind of sucked, to be honest. But like the story arc of everyone else in that movie, I thought was really interesting.
Yeah. Do you think that do you think that's going to be a movie that gets to like the theaters? People will like go out to the theaters to see it? Or
yeah, I saw Black Widow in theaters.
How was that? Did you like it?
Everyone hated it. I loved it. I thought it was the perfect prequel.
It was like, okay.
I loved it. Super underrated.
What's the thing?
And here's the thing. It was supposed to be released a year earlier before all the TV shows came out on Disney+.
I know.
And when you watch the movie, it makes sense why it was supposed to come out earlier. Like, it still fits, it still works, but you could see why they were trying to make this one the first one instead of all the other movies.
Right. Just like stylistically or like little details in the story that they like sprinkle in? Because I feel like Marvel does that a lot. I feel like that would kind of fuck it up.
The details that happen later in the TV shows make so much more sense if you watch Black Widow first.
Okay.
Especially Captain America. Captain America makes so much more sense if you watch Black Widow first. Or not Captain America, the Falcon Winter Soldier.
Isn't she trying to do something? Isn't she like suing Disney for that?
Yeah.
Because her contract got fucked up because
Yeah,
of the lack of the theaters, or what was it?
Exactly. Because they released on Disney Plus as well, and if it would have been just a theatrical release, it would have pressed that release more, advertised that release more in theaters. She would have made a lot more money.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, we're gonna only put it in theaters for a month,
Right?
put on Disney Plus, and that's it.
Yeah, I feel like she got screwed.
She's like, I literally lost out on like $50 million from this. She executive produced the movie too.
Wow. Yeah.
So she's like,
She got
bruh,
fucked.
I'm losing all this money.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Feige, who's the head of Marvel, who was under Disney, but head of Marvel, he's like, yeah, this is fucked up. And now he's pissed at Disney. So Disney,
he is too. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's on her side.
oh
as well.
yeah, he's 100% on their side.
Okay, good.
So now Marvel and Disney are like this awkward tension place where it's like, we both don't like each other right now.
Why? Wait, why don't they like each other? Just because of this?
Because Disney's like, well, you're under us, so you should do whatever we want to do and do what we say. And Marvel's like, no, you fucked us over.
Fuck the mouse, dude.
This
power-hungry mouse.
The mouse doesn't play games. The mouse wants what it wants. The mouse wants what it wants.
The mouse is the Don.
The mouse is the Don.
Yeah.
Clearly
the Don. I hate that. It's good that she has like Kevin Feige on her side. But she should get the money. Dude, it's a drop in the bucket for them. Why would they make it difficult? She's made them so much money. She's one of the most beloved characters.
And the movie would perform so much better if they would just keep it in theaters and like advertise that aspect of it more.
Yeah.
Because all the movies that they put out both in theaters and Disney Plus have not done well. Look at Mulan. They put it both in theaters and on Disney Plus. It tanked.
Wait,
Mulan was terrible.
When did Mulan come out though?
Like 6 months ago.
Well,
Came out in March.
March of last year?
No, this year.
This year.
Yeah.
Sorry, my timeline's getting all fucked up.
Yeah.
Well,
Mulan did not do good numbers wise.
but was Mulan a good movie?
No, but it's Mulan. It doesn't matter. If Mulan's out, it should do well no matter what.
I feel like probably
Because
people
here's the thing.
not going to theaters would probably be part
Because
of that, right?
all the other Disney remakes weren't good, but they did killer numbers. Killer numbers.
Wait, so what are you saying then? The fact that they put it on both at the same time means that they're less popular?
Less popular, and because they limit the theatrical release. Because usually when a movie's out, it'll be out in theaters for like 2 or 3 months.
Right.
But with Disney, they're like, nah, 1 month and you're done, and we'll just keep it on Disney Plus. I don't think it's a smart move. Yeah. You have time for people to go see the movie, especially during COVID season.
Yeah.
I think if you're a movie company or Disney or whatever, you should be letting these movies stay in theaters for longer, so you give people more of an opportunity to see these movies.
Yeah, but March, people, like, we didn't have the vaccine even then. So that...
Yeah, we did.
Wait, did we? In March?
We had the vaccine since end of 2020.
Did we?
Yeah, man.
But how many people were vaccinated, though?
A good number of people.
When did you get vaxxed?
Like March.
See, I was around the same time, too.
Probably April. Like April, May.
So
but
that's what I'm saying. I feel like we both, like, we're about a month apart from each other.
But I was at the bottom of getting the vaccine on people I knew.
Yeah, but don't you think that COVID would be affecting that, like the theatrical release? I feel like that's gotta be, dude. That's gotta be the case. People are less cautious now, or they're going out more now, but still.
I don't know, man. I think I know I want to go see movies still in the theater, and I think a lot of people still want to do it. I think obviously right now I don't think there's enough like big name movies.
Yeah.
To warrant going out to see a movie.
Yeah.
I think when those big blockbusters start coming back or not.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Okay. So we were texting about this, like that Ryan Reynolds movie Free Guy.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's supposed to be really good, my brother was telling me is that studios are watching to see how this movie does to decide when to drop their shit.
Right.
And whether, like, if it does well theatrically, okay, then that's the sign we can start releasing movies theatrically again.
Well, Hollywood's got a bunch of movies banked already.
Isn't that weird?
They have so many movies banked, they're just ready to go at a drop of a hat.
Dude, okay, here's the crazy thing. Remember
the new James Bond. That's been in the can for 2 years now.
Really?
They've been ready to release that for 2 years. They haven't released it yet.
No.
Yes.
Really?
It wasn't like, oh, it's like post-production. It's been like done and ready to drop any second, but they haven't released it in 2 years.
Insane. Because, dude,
even Daniel Craig's
the
like, what the fuck?
The last movie we saw together was literally like a week or two before. You remember, right?
What did we see?
Parasite.
Yo, that's right.
We saw it like a week or two before lockdown started in Minnesota.
Like when you were just hearing about Corona.
And Free Guy was one of the previews.
I remember that. You're right. Yeah,
And
man,
so literally a year and a half later, they're just releasing that now. So they've
Yeah.
been sitting on that one. That's crazy that James Bond they were waiting on like that. So they must have known that things were going to go south then. Like they must have had an idea.
It was supposed to come out like October 2020. Like they released the trailers like beginning of 2020.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, COVID. And they're like, well, we're not releasing online.
Dude, okay, here's a question.
Because under MGM or whatever it is, and they don't have a streaming site. So
Right.
they have to do a theatrical release.
Wow, I never thought of that. Here's a question, because like obviously a huge amount of a theatrical release's success depends on like China, because it's just a huge market. Do you think that like word spread like early on to some of like the movie production companies that like from China that there was like word that like maybe this won't go well? Because if you're saying like James Bond like that they've been sitting on for longer than like Free Run or whatever the fuck it's called.
Do you want the conspiracy answer? Or do you want the?
Let's go into conspiracy answer.
I think China was like, nah, like this virus got out, not intentional, but it got out. So see what happens. We're not gonna tell nobody.
No, dude.
That's
Let's
why.
just see what happens.
I think that's what happened.
Dude, I feel like it's too risky. Just see what happens.
No, China wants to be next superpower.
That's fair.
It's like, hey,
Who doesn't want to be?
If this gets to the U.S., let's just see what happens. Let's see how they respond to it.
That's a conspiracy.
I I just read I heard on the way here. So I don't think Corona's fake, but there's evidence that Corona's fake because
I want to literally just cut that. I literally just want to get you canceled and post a 4-second clip of you saying, I don't think Corona's fake, but just cut it there and just share that
do it
everywhere.
No, I think so. I was reading this thing on Facebook
Yeah.
where
Okay. Dig the hole.
the president of Tanzania, apparently this is like fact checked. Like you can like actually go like Google this and it's actually real.
Sure, dude. Yeah.
So the president of Tanzania got a bunch of like corona tests, and they did like the tests on like random like goats and like peaches and like different fruits.
What?
And like salamanders, and he tested for corona, and a lot of the things would come up as positive. Sort of like, oh yeah, these tests are BS because how am I testing a peach and
Because
saying
the peach had Corona?
yeah.
Okay, let's be very honest. Tanzania is not getting the good COVID tests.
I'm not saying there's no holes in this theory. I'm just saying,
Bro,
this is
it's a
interesting.
block of Swiss cheese. They can't be getting
I'm just
it
saying
right.
this is interesting. That's all.
And I hate to say it, but I don't think Tanzania is on the top of the list of getting the best COVID tests.
Listen, you're probably right.
Unfortunately, they're probably getting screwed with the bad ones.
You're probably right.
I do really miss the theaters a lot, man. I really want to go. I actually haven't been back.
I've been going to the theaters, bro.
Have you really?
I've been out.
There's no reason I haven't. I'm not like nervous about it or anything. I just haven't.
Here's the thing. I
happened
go
do
to
it.
theaters. There's
No,
no
actually,
one
I'm
there.
not lying. I just realized the reason is I'm broke. That's why I haven't been doing it. That's the reason.
Here's the thing. I go to the theater. There's no one there. So what's the risk?
No, yeah, exactly.
There's no one
one's
there.
going.
No one's
It
there.
makes me sad. It's not as fun to watch stuff streaming like that. For a big movie like that, it's not fun.
But to me, like if it's like Avengers, I obviously want the thing to be packed. I want to experience with everyone.
yes.
But like if it's just a movie I'm going to see, I don't
Bro,
care.
I
don't care.
I miss that.
Actually, for some movies, I actually prefer being in a theater all by myself. I don't mind it.
I don't mind being in a theater by myself, but but that's compared to being able to be it with other people. It's like, you know what I mean? It's
But I
like,
also go with people.
since the pandemic and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's
I'm out
good.
here kidding.
Oh, but like in a packed audience is what I'm saying.
I mean, I haven't seen a packed audience since this pandemic started.
That's what I'm saying. I miss that. I think that seeing a movie by yourself is only fun if you have the option of seeing it with a ton of people.
I hear what you're saying.
Because
I don't know.
I actually like going. I've been to a movie or two that's like, it was basically like spur of the moment. Just went in by myself, had a great time.
Yeah.
But the reason that was fun for me is like, it's different. I'm just having a time to myself. This is great. And I still can go have the exciting theater experience where I just people watch and have the reactions of everybody around me.
Sure.
I miss that shit, dude.
I do too. That's why I went to Okaboji. That's why I went to Arizona.
Yep.
So I could do those things. And now things are back open. The clubs are back open in Minneapolis. The clubs have been crazy. It's been fun.
Dude, you were telling me they weren't that crazy. Are they crazier now?
I like the very, very beginning opening that they went crazy, but now
Now they're back.
Lord,
Let's go. All right, cool.
back.
Dude, we'll have to go. We haven't gone yet.
Some clubs are crazier than they were before the pandemic.
Really?
It's insane. Oh yeah, people want to party.
We haven't gone yet. We'll have to go.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm not seeing anybody right now, but the awkward thing about the apartment that I'm in is that you get like a clear line to the rooftop. And so, like, in theory, people could just be sitting and watching us record. I'm not seeing
That's
anybody
fine.
right
They can make sure they follow us online at Cooking Coach Pod on Instagram.
I should put a sticker on the window of, like, the @
Yes. Do it.
and have it be the dimensions of it be so when you're looking at it from that angle, it reads normally. But from in here, it's all, like, weird and wonky.
You should put it up here so people, when they watch the show online, they can see it.
That's not a bad idea.
Marketing 101.
Bro.
Speaking of marketing 101, how have you felt about the marketing of the Afghan pullout?
I haven't been following it, so they haven't done a good job on me. I just know that it's depressing and sad. And so
Why is it sad?
Because people are going to get fucked up.
But they haven't yet.
Have they not?
Not really.
Do you think it's going
I mean,
to happen?
a couple U.S. troops have been like beaten up and stuff, but that's like
all I know, dude, is I've seen like
no one's been killed or
reports of like
anything.
women being pulled off the streets and stuff like that.
no, it's not true.
Is that not true?
Everyone who's in Kabul is like, yeah, like it's scary, it's very tense, but like
But things
no
haven't
one's
gone
dying. Everyone's like, it's fine.
I literally have nothing useful to say.
If you listen to people who are actually in Kabul, they're like, yeah, it's tense, it's still dangerous.
What
but
do you
like,
know from Kabul?
I listen to people who are in Kabul.
Who?
People.
That's so vague.
Journalists,
what? Journalists?
journalists who are there. I have one friend who lives there. I'm not very close to, but I do have one friend who lives in Kabul. He's like, and he was posting on Facebook, like, yeah,
How'd you know him?
What?
How'd you know him?
He's a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he's like, yeah, it's tense. It sucks. Like we're all like very like on our tippy toes, but like everyone around me is fine and okay.
Mm-hmm. Dude, bro.
All I'm saying is,
fair enough.
Here's the thing. We are all waiting for the shoe to drop, as we should.
Yeah.
But it hasn't dropped yet.
Sure.
And we're acting like it's already dropped. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. What could potentially happen could be very fucked up, and I am praying that everyone there is safe and we'll be all right. We'll get through this.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, the Taliban leaders, whatever, because you can listen to these people, they seem more progressive than they have been in the past. I'm not saying that they're gonna rule justly or be fair or not do anything fucked up, but
Yeah.
has anything fucked up happened yet? No.
Bro, who is watching us to find our hot take on Afghanistan?
No one.
No one.
Yeah.
We're totally unqualified.
This isn't a hot take.
I know nothing about this.
Neither do I. I'm just going off what I know.
No one expects us to say anything about this.
I know.
No, you don't, dude. You think that people would think it's weird if we don't talk about this? We
address other issues going around the world.
Do we, though? And should we, is the better question, dude.
Should we? Absolutely not. But do we? Yes. We have. Ken, we are 80-something episodes in. We've talked about these topics before.
Yeah, it's in episode 87.
We talked about these episodes before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, we don't have to dwell on this for too long. All I'm going to say is the Afghan people, I hope you're all safe. I'm praying for you guys. I hope everything works out. I'm not saying give the Taliban a chance.
Why did you pause like that, too?
I'm not saying we should give the Taliban a chance.
I want to clip that, too. And clip it. I want to just...
But what other choice do we have right now? Do we go back in? Like, no. But Ken, here's what do we do?
Dude, I have no idea.
But seeing like everyone's talking like, oh, we should have been there. We should have pulled out. Blah, blah. But like, what are you supposed to do? Like, what are we supposed to do right now?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. I have literally no idea.
All I hear is people talking about how effed up the situation is, but no one's giving a solution. So I don't know what to. I don't look. We just gotta wait and see what happens and move off that.
You're chasing your tail, but I have no idea. I'm over here just watching you go in circles. I literally no idea. I don't follow it. I don't know anyone in Kabul. Like, I intentionally avoid the situation because I know there's nothing I can do.
Schultz had a guy on for an hour who's a journalist in Kabul, and this is what he was saying.
All right. Well, if we ever get Schultz on here, we'll have to ask him.
I don't know if Schultz wants to talk about Afghanistan if he comes on our pod.
Why not?
It'd be the last thing he wants to
Well,
talk
he's
about.
talked to a journalist. Why wouldn't he share his takes?
Stop it.
No, but you've listened to him talk to a journalist, so we should talk about it.
Yeah.
Right. Dude, okay, do you think I saw a TikTok about
Go.
I saw a TikTok about this and I had never thought about it this way, but it was kind of obvious once I thought of it that way. Do you think that Kanye is waiting to drop his album until Drake solidifies when he's going to drop it? So they drop it the same weekend and then it's a who gets the number one spot showdown.
I didn't think so up until today when I saw posts on Instagram, people talking with screenshot stuff about him and Drake going back and forth and how Drake gave out Kanye gave out Drake's address online or whatever.
He did?
Apparently. They put it on Twitter for 5 minutes, they took it down or whatever. Or something like that. I don't know. Okay. But
dude, I love Kanye, but I hate this shit. It's like he talks this big game of Jesus changed my life. And then he still beefs with Drake and hasn't resolved the Taylor Swift stuff. Yeah. It's like, can you prove it? Can you please prove any sort of meaningful change beyond just making a gospel album and doing fucking Sunday service? I love him, but and then it's like, I totally get why people hate him because of this shit.
It's like the last Donda album shows, whatever, have been incredible. Everyone's been loving it. They've been great performances.
Have you watched the streams of those?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I haven't.
And the edits he made to the new version of Donda sound incredible. Everyone's like, yeah, this is the one. This is great. Mm. But if he really is not releasing anything because of Drake, that ruins everything for me. It just makes me so sad. And Kanye's 40 something at this point, and Drake's in his 30s. It's at some point you gotta act like adults here.
I know.
At some point we gotta figure out what the beef is, and because it's not good for music. It's not good for hip hop.
No,
it's not good for entertainment.
It's just petty.
Some beef is all right, and I get it, and some beef is real, and but the beef they're talking, their beef, what they have is it's not crazy enough for me to be I don't know. It just seems petty. Seems petty. Seems stupid. I don't know.
I hate that. It's the only reason I could conceivably see it is if I was thinking if Michael Jordan, the competitive mind of Michael Jordan, if you will, you would always find an opportunity to prove that you're the best. So from the competitive nature of hip hop, I could understand trying to wait to put it on that time. But the problem is you're
a musician. You're a dork. Stop it. You're not Michael Jordan. Stop it. That's just, I hate when I get music is discipline, but it's not sports.
But the competitive nature of hip hop is part of what has kept it so good.
But even hip hop's not even that competitive.
You don't think so? I think that's one of the reasons that it's stayed so relevant.
I hate when people say hip hop is competitive. It's it is.
What about rap battles?
To a degree, yeah. But I don't know. There's still something I don't know what the word is. It doesn't seem as people probably make it this hardcore sport, this hardcore art form, but to me, it's still art, and art is vulnerable and still, I don't know, not as masculine, if you will. To me, at least.
I understand what you're saying.
I can see how people could see it the other way, but to me, it's just at the end of the day, stop it. Kanye, you do resign sneakers. Drake, you have a heart shaped into your hair. Stop it. What are we doing?
Yeah, and I do super tough.
Your whole catalog's you crying about girls in your albums. What are we doing? Why are we tough? Stop it. Stop it.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only reason I could say it is just playful competition, but the problem is that they seem like they have an actual issue, and that just makes it seem petty and embarrassing.
But
right?
Yeah, no, I agree. And
if it was just playful competition, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
I agree, and I think the beef has gotten past the point where it's entertaining and now it's just annoying.
Yes.
You know what I mean, some beefs you can
Dude, it's super annoying.
You can have fun with beefs. You can be oh, this is entertaining. People are digging at each other. But the beef's gone long enough now where it's bro, we're.
I know.
You both have kids. What?
I know.
What are we doing here? What are we doing? This is annoying now.
It's fucking embarrassing, dude.
Honestly,
just drop the album. If you actually think it's that good, just fucking drop it. If also they'll both be wanting to get the Grammy. So that's the other thing.
They both hate the Grammys.
What?
They both hate the Grammys.
Yeah, but that'll be one of the metrics that they'll use to measure the success, including like streaming numbers. And
I don't
stuff
think
like
they'll
that.
use Grammys. I don't think. I think
You don't think so?
I think both of them hate the Grammys enough where it doesn't matter anymore.
Do you see what I'm saying though? Like if you have enough confidence in the album that you wouldn't have to worry about what week it
Oh,
drops.
they'll say like, oh, I got this Billboard award, I got this Billboard charting, whatever, had this many streams. Yeah, they'll use that against each other.
And by the way, I actually think that the Tyler album might get album of the year anyways, regardless. I actually think it might.
I almost said Tyler, so I wouldn't know what that's all about.
It's good.
Hey.
It's really good. And he
Okay.
won the album. Didn't he win? Was it album of the year? He won a Grammy last year, I believe, for the Igor. I forget if it was
did he?
album of the year.
Okay.
But it was. I was listening through. I was like, this is very musical and very good. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I think you would like it too, honestly.
I don't know. I never got into Tyler stuff. I don't know. For whatever reason, I never really vibed with him.
It's more like rap this
Okay.
time. It would sound. I don't say that in a condescending way. I mean, like he goes in with like bars a little bit more. If that makes sense.
I'll have to check it out then.
Is slightly less like artsy or like melodic. I mean, there's still melodic stuff, but there's like songs where it literally just feels like a cipher.
Yeah.
Like you'd be on like Sway or something like Five Fingers to Death. Like it feels more like that.
Okay.
Than like Flower Boy or something like that, where it's more like melodic or like
More musical.
Kali Uchis, that song you did with her. Like it doesn't. There's still some of that, but yeah, I liked it, dude. I think you might.
This vlog might be out by the time that we post this episode. I went to Renaissance Festival for the first time yesterday. And
Oh yeah, dude! I saw you in the not later host. And what was the thing you were wearing?
kilt.
The kilts. You had the kilt on.
Dude, I thought like going to Okoboji, Iowa to like a country concert was like peak white.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Renaissance Festival?
Yep.
Peak white.
You know, I think it might get
All
whiter.
the white.
I think Oktoberfest might get whiter, if I had to guess. Honestly.
No, but black people like beer too.
Yeah,
We'll go and drink. Well, if
we'll
there's
have to do
good beer-
Oktoberfest and we'll compare the two. Because I think Oktoberfest might be the whitest.
I saw.
It's from what, Germany? It's from Germany. It's a German tradition.
Now I will say,
Bavarian.
I saw more black people at Renaissance Festival than I did in Okoboji.
Right.
However, the feeling of the atmosphere,
Yes.
so much whiter at the Renaissance Festival.
Okay. Here's a question, and we'll cut it out if it's a bad question to
No,
ask.
no.
Do you think that... Because I think that part of the reason you might see more black people at Renaissance festivals, I think that there's like a thing...
It's a nerd culture.
Right. And I think that there's a big thing... I think there's a thing with like medieval royal storylines having an appeal to like a variety of cultures.
It appeals to me.
Right. I think
Yeah.
that might be part of it. Do you think?
Part of it, yes.
Because Renaissance Festival it's more just like nerdy, medieval-esque, just like dressing up and like having fun.
Yes.
It's less like fucking wear lederhosens
But you don't see like...
and a green hat.
You don't see wearing like more costumes from that same era though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's very Scottish. It's very
Dude, it's
English. It's very German. Like
it's like the European... It's like the European Comic-Con, kind of.
yeah,
A little bit.
pretty much.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised that you went. Why did you go, dude? Why did you go?
Tommy
Dude,
invited me.
Bro,
He
you
said
just,
pull up in the
that's
kilt.
how
I
much
said,
you
all
like
right.
white girls, dude. You just were like, I'm going to go to Renaissance Festival.
My buddy Tommy was like, yo,
I'm going to take the L.
pull up, get some fabric. We're going to do some kilts.
Fabric.
I pulled up. I put on a kilt.
It looks like you literally just had a flannel. Is that what you did?
I literally bought a 8-yard thing of like cloth, like plaid cloth.
Did you go to like
Took a
Joann
bump.
Fabrics or something? Where'd you go?
Walmart.
Walmart?
Yeah.
They sell just straight up fabric at Walmart?
I found a belt there for $5. I put it on.
But the real reason is because you're hoping to see some white chicks.
Dude.
Can we be very honest here?
No, I went there to see Tommy drink some mead for the first time. Had some Guinness, some wine. But a lot of the girls are very scantily clad.
Yeah.
And you have like these girls who are like wearing like next to nothing, but you also
Yes.
have like 5-year-old kids running around like right next to them. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
these two things, dude, should not be mixing right
Dude,
now.
it's a family function.
It's a family event.
Yeah.
But like you also have the most crude humor I've ever heard in my entire life.
Really?
People saying the wildest shit.
Like what?
Oh, just the most like horrendous jokes, like the most like overtly sexual references like possible.
A lot of like fake British accents. A lot of that.
A little bit of that too.
Okay.
Yeah. but like just the most crude environment ever. And like parents just walking around with their like 8-year-old kids
Yeah.
while there's like a woman with like literally all of her breasts are out.
Yep.
And I'm like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
It's like if it's one or the other, cool. I can function. But when the two are mixing,
Our parents wouldn't have let us go into that as little kids.
and here's the thing. And here's the juxtaposition.
Because we grew up sheltered.
There is that. Part of the reason why I love Akaboji is because you can get everything. There's something for everyone. If you're an old person in your 80s, just walk around by the lake, you can do that.
Yeah.
If you're a family guy, you're in your 40s, you're taking your little kids out on the boat, you can do that.
Right.
And you can be right next to a group of college party people
Yeah.
who are getting hammered and girls are taking out their titties for a drink, whatever.
Yes.
It's all the same area.
Yeah.
But it's separated enough where it works.
Okay.
It's all the same area, but there's different pockets of it.
Yeah.
So if you want to separate yourself, you can.
Right.
So it works in that environment.
I know what you're saying.
But in Renaissance Festival, it's in the exact same spot.
Yeah.
And it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, because you're like, you want to be flirting, but then there's like 4 and 5-year-olds just
I
running
want to
around
be flirting. I'm misobserving because this is my first time there. I just want to see what's going on. I'm misobserving.
Right.
But when I see these girls who call themselves wenches and
Yeah, wenches.
they're wearing like basically nothing else, like fairy gods or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I see like this 10-year-old girl with face paint holding a corn dog.
Yeah.
I'm like, this
I
shouldn't
don't like.
this shouldn't cross over.
I feel like there should be a section. It should be sectioned off.
Yes.
Yeah, there should be there or like hours of the day where it's like these times of the day you can have any age. Then as the night progresses, it becomes more of an adult event.
Agreed.
That makes sense. It honestly probably is. How late were you there?
What?
How late were you there?
I was
Into the
there
night?
all day.
Into the night though?
I was there from like noon to like 6 p.m.
How white did it get? Are we talking like accordions playing? Did you see some clogs?
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
did you see a fiddle?
Oh, of course.
Ooh, a little fiddle.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Every white medieval thing you could have seen, I saw.
All right. All
Like, I
right.
saw live jousting and people fighting with like
I was going to
actual
ask about
swords.
jousting. Okay.
But it wasn't like, oh, they're like playing like real. Like they could have died.
Sure, dude.
No!
Dude, they were dull for sure.
Dude, people got hurt.
Did they?
They had to bring a medic out for one of the people.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I don't believe
It was
that.
wild.
They were clearly faking, dude. It's like WWE.
No. This is the real deal, dude.
Dude, imagine getting ready for
If
an
I thought-
actual duel.
If I thought it was fake, I'd be like, oh yeah, they're just playing, whatever. I'm with it. I'll buy into it. But this is like real. I was like, wait, dude, this is for real. They're like, oh yeah, it's real. Like they could get actually hurt. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, imagine getting ready for an actual duel. What would your weapon of choice be? I see you as an axe man.
No, because you can't really defend yourself with an axe.
No?
Just a regular old sword.
Just a sword.
Yeah, sword and shield. That'd be all right. What about you?
I feel like I like my chances with something long. I like something with give me a little room. So I would
Like a
take
spear?
I would take a spear.
Okay,
But with a
okay.
metal I would take a spear with a metal shaft or whatever.
Like they have those spears like the little like pointy thing at the end. That
Yeah,
extends
exactly.
Out. Yeah.
And then I would have and I would only have two things. I would have that, and I would have a little dagger. So I would from a
Okay.
distance I would do that, and then
I
I
see.
would do a lot of leverage, a little parrier and
Yeah.
and stuff. And then when I would get close, then I'd
I see
do
that.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I took fencing. I took a fencing class when I was like maybe 11. This is before we met.
I would do that. That sounds fun.
It was a week-long class, and we were in a gym in the middle of the summer with no air conditioning, and fencing
Yeah.
clothes are fucking heavy and hot. I was good. I was good, dude.
I want to try it.
If you play back the videos, I was like always like leading the charge of all of the people doing the drills.
You're born for it.
I was fucking good, dude. I was a good fencer.
Yeah, man.
The problem is Olympics are done, but Olympic fencing is lame because they're so good that the matches end in like a second. You don't get to see.
But that makes it more intense, doesn't it?
No, but it's not exciting to watch.
I don't know.
I would rather see an actual duel.
But what about like 100-meter dash? 10 seconds.
Dude, these literally, I'm not exaggerating, like Olympic level fencing rounds are less than like 3 seconds.
That's kind of exciting though.
No, it's not.
To me it is.
Bro, it's literally like, do-do-do-do. It's like that fast.
But aren't like multiple rounds though?
I think so.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah, so it's not like
literally just like
it's
incredibly
not-
fast twitch reflex with your wrist. I was gonna say so about that with Minnesota events and stuff. So Kenny's Kitchen, real quick. I'm gonna be working the state fair, so this episode's gonna come out. Probably it'll come out actually one of the days that I'm working the state fair. So come through. I think it's like the Minnesota Farmers Union. I work at Union Monk Kitchen, and we're partnering with them, and we're doing BLTs, and also there's like this coffee house thing. It's like this weird joint thing. I'll share all the deets on like at Haymarket Pantry on Instagram. But come through if you see me. Like the BLTs are gonna be fucking slapping.
Let's do it. It's
gonna be good. Are you gonna go to the fair?
Yeah, I'll go up. I'll come and see you. Yeah,
Do it.
I'll pull
So
up, yeah.
I'll let you know which days I work. So it'll be probably Thursday and Saturday of this week, and then I might work next week. We'll have to see. But yeah, it'll be fun. Have you ever worked the fair before?
I haven't.
I feel like it's kind of I have never have either. But growing up, we have one of the best fairs in the nation.
We have the best fair in the nation.
Yeah.
Every year we're rated #1.
Yeah. And like growing up here and like going and stuff and then being able to work, it's almost like this weird rite of passage.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I definitely want to
I never
work a booth
thought of it
sometime.
before, but I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is actually kind of sick.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be cool. Yeah, I'm pumped. It'll be a really fun time.
Guys, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Cook and Coach Pod.
Yep.
And TikTok is what? Just Cook and Coach? Yeah.
At Cook and Coach.
At Cook and Coach. YouTube.com, the Cook and the Coach. You can find us there. Share this with a friend. Yeah, that's all, guys. We're back in studio, and we're going to bring a lot more content to you guys. And we will see you next time.
Peace.